Tonight, Metro Police are looking for the person who fired a shot inside a Broad Ripple bar and hit an employee.
That shooting happened early this morning. John Duran has an update tonight on the investigation and how the victim is doing.
Connor's Pub welcomes its guests with a sign prohibiting weapons on its front door.
What we see here is we have one individual who made a bad decision and brought a firearm to a location and made a bad decision with that firearm.
IMPD says staff asked the suspect to leave because he had a firearm. They say that suspect fired one shot, hitting an employee inside Connor's Pub.
Longtime resident. I'm dismayed about what's happening to Broad Ripple as far as the violence.
Dennis Pyron says he was a regular here and came by Tuesday to check on staff.
We have a rumble, you know, typical bar fight and rumble, and it was great fun, you know, but nobody pulled out a knife or a gun, ever.
IMPD wouldn't say if Connor's Pub was considered a nuisance property, but did say this is one of Indy's safest neighborhoods.
In Broad Ripple, we actually see almost zero crime. Unfortunately, when we do have instances of violence, it's very notable because we have such a tight-knit community.
Police say they've seen a 38% decrease in violent crime in Broad Ripple compared to this time last year.
And that's outpacing what we're seeing in the entire city as a whole.
IMPD says that's thanks in part to crime prevention strategies implemented this summer.
We'll have discussions with our business owners, patrons who are visiting. What are you experiencing? What needs do you have? What changes can we make?
Police haven't announced any arrests in this case and are asking anyone with information to come forward.
Tuesday morning, shooting victim told me over the phone he was out of the hospital within hours of the shooting. In Broad Ripple, John Duran, 13 News.
Glad to know he'll be okay. The improving picture in Broad Ripple comes after shocking violence over the summer.
Yeah, you may remember this. 3 people were killed and 1 was hurt back in June. A woman now charged in that shooting. To improve safety, several Broad Ripple businesses started closing earlier. Now, they eventually relaxed those voluntary changes, but as you heard, IMPD says crime has still stayed low.
You can learn more about last night's shooting and the security situation in Broad Ripple in general by heading to WTHR.com or searching in the WTHR News app.